Hey guys, welcome back for another video. Today we have a mini swatch and review of the newest Holo Taco release. This is the 2020 limited edition birthday polish. This one in particular is called Got Cake, but Christine did say that in the future she's probably going to do more of these every year on her birthday. So that's kind of cool to have like a little collection of her birthday polishes. This one does come in a different kind of packaging. It's like a lavendery pink hollow box. It looks the exact same as the black boxes except for it's lavender. And then inside you can see the polish here. It looks almost exactly like the box. It's got that like lavendery, almost white look to it. You can get this color on your nails. You can layer it. You can wear it as a topper, or it can get opaque on its own. Your choice. I'm going to show you in the upcoming video how you can do that and what the difference is when the way it looks. This was $13, but unfortunately it is sold out now. But there are probably buy-sell trade groups you could find it in. Some people like to buy extras to swap. So definitely look around if you do want this polish, but don't spend too much. You know, it's one polish, limited edition. It's not that big of a deal. I'm sure she's going to come out with more. She did say this is a new finish for the brand. So that implies to me that she is going to create more polishes in this finish when she's able to. So I'm looking forward to that because this is a finish that's completely unique to my collection. I have flakies, I have hollow glitters, but I don't have anything that's kind of like all crammed into one. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen with that. There was a little bit of, I hesitate to call it drama, but just like a little bit of a hiccup with this release because a lot of people have been expressing their frustration that the releases don't get announced until the exact time that the products actually drop on the website. So I believe it's like 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. And it makes it hard for people who want to view the products before they buy them because some of the stuff is limited edition and sells out super quickly, especially those big collector boxes. So Christine did come onto Insta Stories and she did address that. And I did screen grab that for you guys. So I'm going to tuck that at the very end of the video if you want to see what she has to say. But in summary, she said that, you know, she showed the polish itself ahead of the release. She said she really likes to do it as a surprise the day of, but she also understands that some people's financial situations are different and some people don't like that feel where you have to buy it right now because it is a lot of pressure if you are a collector or you just really want to support her and you want to buy the big box. So she's going to work on kind of finding a balance between the two ways. And after she posted her Insta story, some people said, you know, oh no, we like it the way it was, but I personally like to see what I'm buying ahead of time. And since I am a collector and I will probably buy everything she puts out anyways, you know, I'm going to throw it in my cart regardless, but it is nice to know what you're paying for before you pay for it, right? So with all that being said, let's get right into the swatches. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you what I think of this polish as a whole. So here we have the polish Got Cake. This is described on the Holo Taco website as a multi-dimensional formula packed with silver holographic flakes, silver foil flakes, and purple iridescent shimmer. Now you can see already like how gooey and kind of sticky it is in the bottle. I'm not sure if everyone's is like that. Let me know if you got this and yours is really thick as well. It does say on the website 2 to 3 coats to get full coverage, or you can try it over 1 coat black, which we'll be doing later, and I also am going to throw it over white for you. But as you can see, it kind of like sticks to itself when you're trying to go in for multiple coats. It pulls up in certain areas. I don't know if I was just being heavy-handed or what. It is really beautiful, but I just was getting like these huge bald patches here, so I had to do the 3rd coat and I was overworking it quite a bit, and then as you can see my camera just did not want to focus on what I was doing. I'm really sorry about that. I shot this like 4 separate times and I couldn't do it again. But as you can see with that 3rd coat on there, visible nail line is pretty much all but gone. Even if you can see a little bit of it, the components to this are so distracting in a good way that it pulls away from your nail line. And this is with 2 coats here, but the previous was 3, like I said. Now we're going to take a look at this over not Milky White. I didn't find that this looked too different over white. I just did one coat. I used it as a topper to kind of conserve some of the polish, but also because typically with toppers, I usually only do the one coat. And you can see it gives it kind of a more opaque look, but I feel like over not Milky White or any white, it's going to look about the same as 2 to 3 coats on its own. Finally, we're going to do it over one coat black. This is my favorite way to wear it. As you can see, that really beautiful purple just comes right out. It looks like you're painting a galaxy nail, and if my camera would focus, you would know that. But this is probably how I will wear this polish in the future. I probably won't wear it on its own again because I just really prefer this beautiful purpley color that you get coming through here. So what did you guys think of the polish? Did you pick it up? Do you really want it? Are you kind of put off by it now that you've seen it live? For me, I probably never would have bought this had I seen the swatch online and it wasn't connected to Holo Taco or Christine, because I love glitters, but I just never put them on my nails. I love them, but the responsibility of removing a glitter just kills me. And I love peel-off base coats, but the peel-off base coat I had has kind of been dying. I think it's just old. So I did actually pick up the Holo Taco Peely base, and I wore it under this when I first got the polish in the mail. And actually, it's amazing. It's probably the longest lasting peel-off base coat I've ever worn. So that's definitely going to be a continued testing for me since I've only worn it once. But I can imagine myself repurchasing that in the future. I also bought her super glossy top coat, and it smells pretty strongly. It kind of reminds me of Seche Vite in a way, but without the shrinking qualities that Seche Vite has. And the smell goes away really fast if that's something that bothers you. I'm not too worried about the smells. It doesn't affect me, but I know some people have really sensitive noses and it can give them headaches and things like that. But it is super glossy. It's beautiful. It works really well, especially over glittery polishes, because glitter just eats up that top coat. But anyways, back to this polish. So my favorite look to this was over black because I really liked the purple color coming out. It looks great on its own. It's nice, but it's just not something that I would typically wear, even though that's how I first wore it when I got it. And I did get tons of compliments. People were asking me what it was. People were telling me they loved it. So, you know, if that's for you, then you should check this out. The other thing about this polish is mine, you know, all of her polishes are thicker. She said that in her podcast. She said that's just the way she likes polishes. But this one it wasn't even thick. It was like gooey. It was, I think you can see it in my swatch photos, but like the strings were like coming off the brush. And at first I thought, did I get hair in the polish? But no, it was just strings of nail polish because it was so goopy and thick and gooey and gummy that it was really hard to manipulate on my nails for the first few swatches. And then you kind of get used to the formula as with anything. But I definitely am probably going to put thinner in this. I did pick up the Not Milky White as well, so I could swatch this over that. And that one was also really thick to the point where I ended up putting 10 or 12 drops of nail thinner or nail polish thinner into it. And it still was so thick. And I don't know why that is. It almost felt like when I was a kid, my mom used to put nail polishes in the fridge. And they would get cold and gummy and kind of like stringy. And it felt like that. It reminded me of when I was a kid and you could barely get the color to spread across your nail because it just wanted to stick in one big blob in the center. But nail polish thinner is, I think I paid $10 for my bottle that's like this big. It's the OPI one. And it lasts for a really long time because it takes a long time for my mainstream nail polishes to go off. So these, I test them a couple times to see, can I put up with like the thickness of it? And then I just drop some thinner in if I need to. It's weird though, the one coat black didn't have that problem at all. Didn't need to thin it at all. It's like the perfect thinness and it's still one coater. So I don't know what that's about. The last thing I want to say is, like I mentioned up top, you know, I'm going to post her Insta story at the end talking about how there's going to be a little bit more transparency, a little bit more visibility in her future releases. But in that same announcement, she did say that there is going to be a holiday collection coming out in November. So I've got a little bit of money set aside for that. I will be picking that up and reviewing it in the future. We don't know what it is yet, don't know what the finish is, don't know how many polishes are in the collection, what the theme is, or anything like that. But I have almost everything by her at this point. I just have a few toppers I got to pick up. So I'll definitely be adding that to my collection. And you can look forward to seeing a review over here on my channel. So I think that's it. I do really like this polish. I'm glad I picked it up. I hope she does more of this finish in the future. And let me know your comments down below. If you're new here, please subscribe or like the video. It really helps me out. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
I've also heard from you guys that some of you want to hear more about collections before they launch. Now, personally, I've been really enjoying announcing the collection on my YouTube channel, like on Saturday, because it gives me the opportunity to reveal the whole collection, say everything I want about it, show you all the details up close, and at the same time as me doing this, you can buy it right then and there. Personally, as a consumer, I prefer to be able to see things and then be able to buy them at the same time. It kind of like frustrates me if I see it and then I'm like, why can't I buy it yet? So that's just a personal preference. However, I do understand the other side of this coin, which is people want to plan financially and know what's coming up and know approximately how much it is, know generally what it is. So I'm listening to you guys. I hear that. And moving forward, we will be sharing more information about upcoming launches before they launch. But I still want to do my like fun detailed review videos on Simply. So not review, reveal videos. But we're going to work on sharing more information for you guys before something launches. And because I know a lot of you are probably planning your holiday shopping, which always plan early, good idea. I'll just let you know that we are coming out with a couple things in November, including a holiday collection, which will be a new finish that we haven't released before. So closer to, I'll give you guys some more information about that, but just want to let you know right now in advance that that's the deal.